Okay, welcome back. This video we're going over the case study of a work from home client who lost 16 pounds as a result of this picture, 20 pounds as a result of one of the other testimonials, because this one's a little bit older, and since then he's lost even further. He's now revealing abs a lot leaner. So I'll go through how he did it, what he did, and we'll have a look at the case study, see if it's something that you watching can learn from. So just to start, I make these case studies because the vast majority of people in this industry who help people do not know how they help people. They get a little bit lucky. They don't have a high portion of testimonials. So a lot of the time they will tell someone to do something extremely drastic, get a quick testimonial picture, and then be like, this is an amazing program, everyone should do it. And it's like the Biggest Loser. The reality is only a few people are able to stick to that. I want to show you that anyone who starts my program sustainably gets results, and I want you to know how. So let's get into it.
161 when I started, and I'm currently at 150.6.
So I do these interviews with my clients to show, to discuss how the program went. This is after the first program we did. So this is about 10 weeks into the program. He's lost his first 10 pounds. He's gained a bunch of strength, and we're just running through what he's achieved.
Dips, we started body weight, and currently at 25 pound weighted dips.
So a huge thing that we do is go from body weight or assisted movements to progress it all the way up to weighted variations. Because if you want to lose fat and build muscle at the same time, which is what most people want to do, you're going to need to progress your strength through correct technique principles, and then that way muscle will correlate with it. But you also need to lose fat at the same time. So the exercises you choose really matter, and the rate at which you progress matters if you want to get both. Because it's kind of synergistic. You're not going to get to lose fat if you're not going to get to build muscle, with this approach because you're not going to be able to progress when you don't lose fat. So it's a double-edged sword, right? If you stop losing fat, you're not going to progress in the gym, because how many fat people can do pull-ups? Not going to really happen, is it? So you have to lose fat so you can progress strength. So it really helps each other to be focused on both the training and nutrition. When I was a personal trainer, I had this issue with people that 3 times a week in the gym they were perfect, but then they go home and ruin it. So with this way of doing things, I was able to control both, and this one.
Bulgarian squat, I think we started at 10 pounds each hand, and currently I'm at 50 pounds. I think similar for Romanian deadlift as well. And started initially with bands. Now I can do with weighted pull-ups like 5 or 6 reps with like 15 pounds.
So that was just him giving his receipts of the first 10 weeks, what he's able to accomplish, and that's why he lost so much fat. So again, as I said, a lot of people can't produce case studies of their clients. They can't produce written word. They can't produce interviews and testimonial pictures and testimonial videos. So I'm going to show you that so you can see exactly where he started. So let's see what video I've got. Okay, so he started with push-ups. As you can see, range of motion is not perfect, but he does have control over it. You can tell it in his arms, in his face, that he was carrying a lot more fat, so it was a lot more difficult at that time. Here he's got the blue band, which is helping him up, which is rather thick, helping him do the movements. And then we'll see what he was able to progress to. Something that that we always make sure is that you'll notice that when they start, the technique isn't terrible, because I drill the technique. We have to regress to the point where you can do the technique perfectly. It's not start with terrible technique, develop technique. It's start with good technique and an intensity which allows you to do good technique. So let's get to where he was at. So then he started adding weight to it. This is more recent, so it's at least 35 pounds he's doing right here for 4 to 6 reps, something like that. Somewhere halfway through the program, he actually struggled with posture with these, so we had to pause the weight and work with his shoulder and lat mobility to open it up a lot more. But yeah, he got a lot stronger, and you can see in the back the growth. And then weighted dips. I think this is 45 pounds here. So he's got a good range of motion, able to get a good stretch on the chest. And what you'll notice is he's working to an extremely high intensity. This is why we only train 3 to 4 times a week maximum with resistance trainers, because if you're training heavy, training intense, you're not going to be able to do much more. So let's go back to the interview process. So you may be thinking, well, he looks like he started in a really good place. Let's learn about where he started, because what I can tell you is works from home. He did his exercise from home, as you can see in the videos, and he has kids, has a busy job. So we want to eliminate time as a factor. This is where he started.
With like 15 pounds. Awesome. The size I wasn't doing. Last couple of years, I have not done much exercise. I was trying to cut on my diet. I was trying to go into keto actually, because I have done it in the past. I was trying to do it in keto, but I wasn't losing weight this time. The same rate that I lost like 5-6 years ago. Yeah. So energy-wise, yes, I think I was pretty happy with the results and overall with the program. And I was able to, since the beginning, even from the first or 2 weeks, I was able to see the results. I was seeing consistently I was dropping weight, so which was good. So nutrition-wise, right now I'm not doing any keto stuff. I'm eating carbs. I'm actually having a small sweet thing every day after my lunch, some sweet snack, because I have a sweet tooth. And so nutrition wise, I'm just following, just focusing on calorie in, calorie out this time, and it seems to be working quite well. Energy wise, yeah, it's good. And exercise wise, like especially for shoulder press movements, in the past also I never hit this stuff. I never did anything over 50 pounds. Maximum I did, I remember, was like 40 pounds in the past. So this time I did like over 50 pounds. So which was good. Called.
So here's some principles that you can learn from Abhinav here. First one is, don't cut out foods that you really enjoy. When he tried keto, it's not that keto doesn't work, because keto controls calories. It makes sure that you've got a certain amount of nutrients. But energy is going to be ruined because you haven't got carbs. You're not going to enjoy the process because you don't get to include foods that you do like. So you're going to end up overeating. So we want to make sure that this process is something that you can actually enjoy and get the nutrients you need. Hence why is energy improved on a calorie deficit. It's important to note that your calorie deficit is you eating your own body fat. So for you to have better energy, it says a lot about your nutrition beforehand and the nutrition you're currently consuming. And that's a massive fact to take away from it. The second thing is that in a short period of time, he was able to not only reintroduce exercise after years, but beat his personal records from when he was in his physical prime. He's now in his 40s. He was able to shoulder press a lot more weight, and this and doubled a lot of these things after this interview, because this was a while ago. So something that's really important to notice is that progression is the main target. So we'll go back to listening. Here's a couple of things that he said were massively important for why he got results.
Weekly calls are super beneficial, and overall I'm satisfied with. Initially, when we started with the online coaching, I've never done it before, so I was a little not sure whether it's going to work or it's not going to work, but I give it a chance, and I'm pretty happy with the overall results and overall program. It gave me the results, so that's what only thing I wanted. Yeah.
So 2 things to realize just before we end this video. He wasn't sure, he was nervous, he took the jump. This is why I'm making these videos, so people don't have to be so nervous about starting up with a program which is diving deep into your life and making sure that you can make adjustments. But number 2 is results based. You have to get the results, and the program works to get you the results. If you're watching this and you are thinking about getting started with your online fitness journey, health and fitness journey, feel free to send me a message and bring any questions that come up from having watched this. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon.